All right, what is up, y'all? So we are here today with meal plan number 1. Not to be confused with our first meal plan ever. We're just calling it meal plan number 1. This is burgers and pork chops. And we name it after animal foods because the animal foods is the most important thing you can consume. It's the most nutrient dense of the whole thing. And the protein is the thing that's going to satiate you. Okay, so let's break it down. First of all, most of us are moving towards 2 meals per day. So to keep it simple, we give you some breakfast options. We call it breakfast, but we got like a shake and some bone stock, maybe some coffee or something like that. If you need something additional, you can do something that you're comfortable with and used to. To keep it very simple as well, we're keeping the same lunch every day for a week. And the next week we move on to something else. And to keep it super simple, we're doing the leftovers method, which means that we have 2 main dinner recipes, which means that you're cooking one dinner enough for 2 nights, and another dinner enough for 2 nights. That gives you 4 nights of dinners. We got the same lunch every day. We got the same dessert every day. Got the same starch most days. And then you have flexible days on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, which means that you can order out, you can get an approved pizza, or you can gravitate towards the staples that make you feel comfortable. Okay? So now let's go over and look at meal plan number 1, burgers and pork chops. All right? So again, our optional quote-unquote breakfast could be a protein shake with our whey isolate and some collagen and some coconut milk or heavy cream and some berries if you need the carbs. Again, a lot of us are doing bone stock collagen, some traditional fat, maybe some marrow, and a lot of us just fast in the morning and do some coffee with some cream or some tea with some cream or something like that, okay? Now, lunch most days we're going to recommend the Unwich. This thing is so freaking amazing. Wait, first though, I do want to cover, very important, having snacks, appropriate snacks available. All right, so be prepared with some snacks. A lot of us get into situations where we get kind of hangry, we need something to eat and we don't have something available. So we have a plug here for some things that you want to keep stocked, and then keep them in strategic places. Keep them at your home, in your vehicle, in your backpack, in your purse, at the office, so that if you are caught with that hangry situation, you've got something appropriate to turn to. Now, the SHT meals, the freeze-dried SHT meals, are designed exactly for this. I can't even tell you how often I'm so thankful to have one of these in my backpack and in my Jeep, which, by the way, I got like 5 of them under my Jeep, under the back seat of my Jeep. So if you guys ever need food, you can break into my Jeep and grab one of those. But anyway, they are perfect. They have a shelf life of 25 years. They'll never go bad. They're awesome. But again, we have some other recommendations here. So let's look at our lunch for the week, and that is the Unwich, one of my favorite things in the entire freaking world. You're basically doing a sandwich roll-up, but without the bread, using some parchment paper, and it keeps it nice and tight. And so we have the recipe here. We also have a video that explains it. It's just super popular, super awesome, and we absolutely love it. Coming back up to the meal plan, we've got our first meal or the Monday, Tuesday meal, depending on when your week starts. We've got burger patties with cheese and all the trimmings, plus a baked sweet potato. So let's just look at that, burgers with cheese and trimmings. So you're basically mixing up this recipe that we have for a burger, and then you're cooking it, you're flipping it, and then you're putting a piece of cheese on top of it, cooking it all the way through, letting the cheese melt, plating it, and then putting all your different trimmings and condiments on it the way that you like. Now, we also recommend pairing that with a carb or a starch, and here we've got oven-baked sweet potatoes. It could not be any more simple. You're baking sweet potatoes until they get soft. When they get soft, you pull it out, cut it open, put some butter, salt, pepper, a little bit of cinnamon if you want to, and it is the perfect complement to the burger with trimmings. All right, for the second meal, or for a lot of us, the Wednesday, Thursday meal, we're doing brutally simple pork chops with roasted vegetables and, again, the sweet potato. If we look at the brutally simple pork chops, it's brutally simple. We get a link to a video where we go through it, and I'm going to spare you the details because you can just read through it and go to the video, but these are freaking awesome, amazing, and we're going to pair these with the roasted vegetables. Now here you can get any vegetables that you want, but we got some recommended seasonings, and they're awesome. We toss all these different seasonings and herbs and things in a bowl, and then we bake them, and they're just freaking great, all right? And then again, we're pairing that to be consistent and simple with the oven-baked sweet potatoes, and we'll change that up next week, so you can change up the starches and stuff. Now, what we're doing for dessert both nights, we're doing Frubar. So if you look at the Frubar is a tried and true recipe. It's a fruit salad recipe made with berries, so it's relatively low sugar. We're mixing in a squeeze of lemon, squeeze of lime, some raw honey, which is preferred. You can also do some maple syrup, but we do love the raw honey because it's just super traditional and ancestral. You're mixing all that up, put it in a mason jar. You can pull from it throughout the week, and it's freaking amazing. All right. And then, of course, Fridays are going to be leftover smorgasbord. Usually we all have some stuff left over in the fridge from the week that we can eat on Friday and reheat, and or you can eat out, order an approved pizza. And then Saturdays and Sundays are flex days. You can do whatever you want. I don't recommend going off plan, but if you want to go off plan, you can. But you can also gravitate towards the things that you feel like are your staples and easy to make or your fun things to do, okay? Now, the organ challenge for this week, because we always like to try to encourage eating organ meats, is going to be the beef and liver meatloaf. And if you don't like liver or don't think that you'll like liver, I promise you, even Arnica, my girl, likes this liver meatloaf, okay? So it's mainly ground beef with a little bit of liver in it, and then you get all these seasonings in it, and you can barely taste it. And again, we have a video that goes along with it, plus we have the instructions, okay? Now, we also have meal prep tips. We got other reminders to make it an amazing week. And I think that's about everything. Downloadable PDF is with this post. The recipes are in the PDF. The recipes are also in the post in Superhumans United. Thank y'all so much for being part of this. And we love y'all, and y'all keep it real.